Hello and welcome to the nature of aim. Now, in this module, what we'll be discussing is the nature of goal setting, understanding your why, the main purpose and overall objective of this program, the only 4 things that should matter when you're going through this program, and reinventing you and your business. So let's get into it. First off, I want to run you through the nature of aim. Now here, we're going to discuss goals. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, not all this mindset stuff again, goals. I want the real source. I want the things that are going to help me grow my business. And this is going to be the most valuable training you'll go through, because this will help you understand goals and how to accomplish them in a way that you've never seen them before. Because life without goals is chaos. As humans, we're goal-driven creatures. And if we don't have a North Star to guide us, that's when we feel lost. We feel directionless, which transcends life into a whole bunch of chaos, of things that we don't want, right? And to just give you a real world example, let's take this boat. This boat is, let's pretend it's you. You're in the middle of the ocean. You have no direction, right? All around you is chaos. Let's pretend this is your life. That chaos might mean distractions, new business ideas, bad habits, self-doubt, negative people, things that take you off the trajectory towards the things that you want to achieve, which if you're in this program is probably building a business that you love, that you can work on rather than in. And metaphorically speaking, imagine setting sail without intent. You could end up absolutely anywhere. And this is what happens when most people set out to, quote unquote, grow their business. They don't set a definite figure, and they don't get clear on exactly what they want their life to look like. You see, a lot of people fail to realize that the mind is a very powerful tool, and when it's channeled correctly, it has the capability to give you your goals. It can turn into reality if it knows which direction to go in. And of course, with you doing enough work to deserve said goal. Imagine setting sail with no destination. Coming into this program to quote unquote just grow your business simply isn't enough. We need to know exactly what you want, and more importantly, why you even want it in the first place. Because if you come into this program, or metaphorically, if you jump on a boat with no end result, no destination, you'd end up either dead or somewhere random, like Sirte or north of Libya, like this guy. You'd end up in the middle of nowhere because you have no intent or definite destination as to why you even set sail in the first place, why you even bought into this program in the first place. That's like me getting on a boat and saying, yeah, I'm just gonna go somewhere. It's like, I just want to grow my business. It's the exact same thing, because we don't have a definite North Star that's going to guide us. Now, say you look at your options and decide you want to go to a specific island off the coast of Hawaii, right? Like this one here. Now, we have a North Star. When we have a North Star, we can regulate and avoid the chaos. It gives us something to consider with every decision in our life, because this way we can then work on filtering out everything that doesn't align with said goal and putting us closer to our North Star. And the way that you get you on that boat in the middle of nowhere surrounded by chaos, which everybody is, by the way. Everybody's got bad habits. Everybody's got negative self-talk. Everybody's got bad friends. All of these things in your life. The only way to work towards your North Star and follow the correct trajectory is small daily action compounded on a long enough time horizon, which will equal your goal. This is what we call your trajectory. Inch by inch, just moving closer to the person you want to become and the business you want to have, until eventually you deserve said goal and you land on the island that you had originally set out to land on, or the goal that you originally set out to achieve. Because through having a North Star, it gives us a trajectory. It gives us a path that we can follow to avoid the chaos and live a meaningful and purposeful life where we can truly say that we followed exactly what we wanted to do and we hit it. Because a goal is just simply an aim. It's a way for us to manifest our human potential and bend the fabrics of reality to our will and desires. Because all goals do is they set us on a trajectory to channel our potential and energy. And before we get into the practical stuff about, how do we reactivate your past clients? How do we get you new clients? We first need to decide what you want. And more importantly, why you actually want it. Because goals by their nature are a vehicle for self-transcendence. And not only that, it's going to take you and your business to the next level if there's a deeper reason and there's a North Star that you and your team can follow. And a man with a strong enough why can bear any how. This is why not only do we need a vision, but we need a reason. Why are you doing this? Business is hard. You have to be driven in some way or another. And I'm yet to meet a highly successful person that only kind of wanted to be successful and accidentally had it happen to them. You know, there's those few exceptions to the rule, but 99% of people who weren't extremely lucky and weren't a part of the 0.001%, they had intention in where they wanted to go. And they had a why strong enough to make the pain of giving up greater than the pain of pushing forward. So what are the first steps to deserving your dream business and your dream life? Before we can start this training, you need to know what you want. This is because we are transcending you into the person that can easily achieve what you want. And for that to happen, you need a North Star, something to guide you, something for you to think about every single minute of every day. And a goal is simply just the snapshot of the future. It's a predicted effect of a culmination of causes that align with your feelings of desire and want. Without a goal, without a North Star, life is aimless and you're at the mercy of the tides of the ocean that is the chaos embellishing life. If you don't decide what you want from life, it will decide for you. This is what you see with people in 9-to-5s, with people that own med spas and kind of just float along and rely on referrals and don't really know what to do because they're too scared of taking the leap into things that they don't know. Extremely successful people didn't stumble upon success. They didn't start a business and then hire it out to an esthetician before cracking the code on acquisition and retention. They decided on the future they wanted for themselves and they got to work. That's all success is. It's deciding what you want and working to get it. The problem is most people don't decide, or they decide on the wrong thing, or even worse, they make a decision and then give up after a little bit of trying. You know, they'll try paid ads once, they'll give it a week and they'll say, this doesn't work for me. A select few people do decide, but then don't work, or don't understand the goal enough to know how to work for it. You might have already decided at this point what you want, and you might have a desired future situation in your head mapped out. However, it needs to be crystal clear, and your expectations need to be in alignment with your reality. If your vision for your life in 5-10 years isn't crystal clear, and if your expectations aren't in alignment with reality, then your limbic system and unconscious mind will wreak havoc on any effort you make towards achieving your goal. So today's video's purpose is to give you everything that you need to accomplish anything you want. Now, by this point, you've probably got a number in mind, a figure that you want to make per month. And if you're not sure what your desired monthly revenue for your business is, just take a few minutes to pause and think. It will come to you. Maybe it's 50K a month in profit. Maybe it's 100K a month top line revenue. But when thinking about your desired goal, don't consider the time frame. This is something that so many business owners get stuck with, or how you're going to achieve it. Just focus on the number you want to be at per month. Now, a quick note here, because I'm sure if you're in this program, you've probably set goals before. There is zero positives to adding a time frame to your goal. I see this mistake so many times with business owners. They're either overly optimistic, which means they set an unrealistic time frame and fill themselves with self-doubt when they don't achieve their goal in a short time frame. Or they're overly pessimistic, they set too long of a time frame and they delay the goal they set out to achieve in the first place. Remove all time frames. The universe will give you what you want when you've done enough work to deserve it. So write down your goal. Don't tag on, I want to get it by March, or I want to get 8 extra clients this month, which is going to help me hit 50K. Just write the damn number. So let's start with that. So if you haven't already, just write it down and pause this video and just look at it for a good 10 seconds. Now, if you pay attention to this training, the number in front of you will become your reality, but only if you pay attention and do the work. We've got a lot of action items in this training, and you need to do every single one, regardless of how successful you think you already are or how basic it may feel or seem. Now, setting a goal isn't enough. How many times have you set out to accomplish a goal, whether it's in personal or business life, only to fall short, to give up, or not even get started? Probably hundreds, right? You told yourself you wanted to get in shape, you wanted to build X business in X time frame, Why does this happen to you? Why do you define a future outcome you want, start chasing it, and then give up? Well, it's due to a failure to understand the nature of aim and the dynamics of your goals. And in this video, my purpose again is to reveal to you a mental model I've created that allows you to understand your goals and the nature of your aims in the purest form with perfect clarity. So I hope you're ready, because what I'm about to show you will make any future goal you set 10 times easier to achieve. Now, just a warning, if you do continue and genuinely listen and act on what I tell you, your life will not be the same. So the first thing is we need to create a crystal clear vision of what your life will look like when you've achieved said goal. And I know it sounds stupid, but in the next video where we actually reverse engineer these goals into numbers that we can focus on day to day, I'll give you an example of how I did this to bring my goals to fruition. So how do we build your vision? Now, a note to keep here is your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your actions become your habits, and your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. This is by Gandhi, so I haven't just made this one up. The thing to take away here is no matter how woo-woo you think, oh, I don't need to build a vision, I'll just work. Building a vision is the best thing you can do because, one, it gives you a North Star, which as a result gives you a trajectory. And when you think about your vision every single day and when you read it out loud and when you imagine and feel and see what life would look like, they transmute into thoughts, which build beliefs, which become your words, which become your actions, which become your habits, which become your values, which becomes your destiny. Everything stems from your thoughts and your beliefs. And whether you like it or not, your thoughts act in alignment with your reality. As humans who are programmed to survive, when we set intentions, our mind has a clear goal to accomplish. A goal back in the day, when we set intentions, our mind has a clear goal to accomplish. Because a goal back in the day, let's think thousands of years back, it would allow us to survive and evolve. It would have been the difference between life or death. And when something is top of mind, we notice every opportunity that will move the needle forward towards that goal. We have a North Star to guide us. Simply put, if I have in my mind that I want a six-pack, and then a friend of mine says, we're going to go out this weekend, go to a party and drink a bunch of alcohol. If my goal is top of mind, I will start to recognize the things that are out of alignment with my goal. And then I will start to think, okay, going out and drinking this weekend is going to push me further away from my goal. Because the actions that you take, once you set a clear vision of the goals you want, of the goals that you want to achieve and the life you want, you'll realize that every action you take in your life is either moving you towards your goal or is moving you away from your goal. So just by simply understanding your vision, we can then start to be aware of the things we need to remove. And just think of a time when you heard an ad on the TV with a catchy theme tune. Your brain recognized it every time it was played moving forward from that point. It was like it was stored as a file in your brain. That every time that theme tune was then played, you remembered it. And immediately you would think of that brand, right? The exact same thing applies here, but for your goals and for your vision. It's not simply enough to say you want to make 100K a month or 50K a month. We need to know, how do you feel? What do you look like? What does each hour of your day look like 10 years from now when you've got everything you want? What do you eat? What treatments do you offer? How does the business run? Who is working in the business? How do the staff operate? The best thing you can also do is include images and videos. Anything that can make this easier for the mind to imagine, the better. Now, I would recommend doing this on a Google document, adding images, adding videos, because this is how you build a North Star that will be fulfilled if you follow everything within this program. Don't skip over this part. Your mind will tempt you to skip over it because you're too busy, quote unquote. But without this, you set yourself up for a road of chaos and you'll have no order. Now go ahead and pause the video and go and build your vision. Now let's understand your why. Do you remember me going over finding the deeper meaning as to why someone's in your room in the consultation process? Not only do we need to do this to others to get them to open up, we need to do this to ourselves as a reminder of why we put ourselves through the pain of growing a business. Because the first person we need to sell before we sell anyone else on our treatments is ourselves and our mission. And we call this selling you on you. Because being an entrepreneur, as Elon Musk puts it, is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. You don't grow a business to just make more money. This is the surface level answer, and it's what you may believe to be true at this point in time. Just a warning about understanding your why. Finding your deeper why may reveal some dark truths, and that's okay. More people than not are driven by pain rather than pleasure, and they don't even realize it. But by coming to terms with this meaning, we open up ultimate clarity on why you're putting yourself through the pain in the first place. So here's the exercise, and I want you to do this now. Don't put it off. We can't proceed without this. Get a blank sheet of paper and a pen and write down 5 bullet points labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, number 1, put down your desired monthly revenue for your business. Now I want you to ask yourself why you want this goal. And then I want you to ask yourself why you want thing number 2. And then thing number 3, and then thing number 4, and again and again and again, until you get to the bottom of why you want this damn money. This takes thought and concentration, and it won't come naturally to you to begin with. Again, it will be uncomfortable, and that is why you must do it. Even if you haven't done it yet, your brain will be convincing you, oh, you don't need to do this, you're the special person. Don't be surprised if it takes you over an hour, but I promise it will be worth it. Think it through by yourself with no distractions until you're certain of the base drive. You have to be honest with yourself here. Chances are, your goals might reveal some ugly motives or some purer, healthier ones. Either way, we can understand these motives to realize why we feel compelled to chase after our goal. And this gives us a huge advantage over the people that are just floating around in life or trying to achieve a goal with no sense of why. Why are you doing what you do? Why did you sign up for this program? It's not to make more money. There is always a deeper reason. Because goals reveal drives, and drives help us understand ourselves better. Once you've stripped this $1 a month number down to the purest and most fundamental reason you want to grow your business, we have your drive. This is the most enlightening thing a human can do. Because once you bring this reason to your consciousness, you can use it every day to fuel your discipline and transformation. And you have to be honest with yourself here. Chances are, your goal might reveal some ugly motives or some purer, healthier ones. Again, just be okay with it, whatever it is. And if you're totally honest with yourself, the shit can get ugly, and that's okay. Just to give you an example here, maybe your goal is, I want to make 20K per month. Well, why? I want to make more money. Why? I want to buy a Lamborghini. Why? I desperately crave attention. Why? Growing up, my parents didn't give me attention. Okay, so the fundamental goal is to satisfy an unconscious craving for attention and to fill a hole from your childhood. Example 2 is, I want to make $10,000 per month profit. Well, why? To replace my income and escape my nursing job, for example. Why? I hate my current job. Why? I hate being told what to do. Why? It makes me uncomfortable to know someone can exercise power over me and determine the quality of my life. So the goal is to take control of your life. For me, I found my true drive was down to my father. This is going to get a bit deep, but he left me at an early age and I didn't have a role model to look up to teach me things like discipline, mental toughness, building, actually becoming a man. I'd avoid in my childhood that stripped me of my masculinity growing up. I was the overweight kid who nobody had respect for. So one of my main drivers is becoming a purpose-driven father to make sure my kids have that role model in their lives. And in order for me to become a role model and somebody that they can look up to and be inspired by, I need to change other people's lives, which is what my goal is and mission within this program. So understand that we don't create goals to move towards a better future most of the time. We create them to move away from our current pain. Goals are often a mechanism of faith used to soothe our current pain and give us hope there is a better future. And I know that got deep, but I hope that helps. Give you clarity on why you do the things you do and what you're doing it for. Now let's get into the purpose of this program. We're going to get into some more practical things now. Number 1, we want to find peace in the chaos. Again, going back to the boat analogy, there's going to be thousands of things flying at you daily. New business opportunities, SEO, Google ads. You need to focus on the things that truly matter and eliminate the bullshit. You need to focus. Every successful business that you've ever heard of was grown through focusing on the main thing for long periods of time. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates were 2 of the most successful, wealthiest people in the world. And the one thing that they detriment their success to is focus. When everybody else saw the new business, the new treatment, the new machine, the new opportunity, they all jumped ship. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates stuck with what they knew because the fundamental pillars work if they're done on a long enough time horizon. Success is compounded through doing the basics and sticking through the border. People overcomplicate how to focus. All you do is you find your North Star and you remove every variable from your life that is steering you off course or not contributing towards your goals. It's tough, but it's true. To give you an example, I was at home for the holidays and I did this. I broke down, okay, my goal is 100K a month in profit. So how do I achieve that? My goal is 100K a month in profit and to look like an athlete, six pack, look and feel good all the time. How do I accomplish that? The only two things that I need is me, a gym, and my computer. So I moved away to a town that I don't know anybody. I got here today and I'm going to be here for a few months. And I'm going to focus on those two things because I had to remove every other variable from my life that didn't contribute towards my goals. You have to be selfish. Now, you have to be selfish now to be selfless later. So you can provide and give your family the things they want if that's your goal, your kids, your ancestors. Patience, patience, patience. This is what 70% of your daily focus should be pointed to. Getting clients is the only thing that's going to grow your business and change your life. But don't forget, it can also kill your business if you don't have enough. And we want them quick. This is what this entire program's about. Getting you results consistently and fast. You need to understand that this entire program is designed to help you achieve your goals. So use it and act on it every single day. Now, the 4 things that matter in following your vision and achieving it. Generating leads, booking appointments, making sales, and delivering results. They're the only 4 factors that contribute, that build this system called the Clinic Accelerator. We generate leads. Leads is what's going to feed your business. The more leads you have, the more sales opportunities you're going to get. And the more patients you will get through the door every single month. Focus on getting new leads daily because this is the power source of your business. So don't forget about it. It's the bloodline. It's the oxygen. Without it, none of the other variables matter. Variable number 2 is booking appointments. We've got the leads. And now we need to get them in your clinic. It's a different ballgame entirely. This is one of the secret strategies that we're going to be exposing to you in this program. The exact system on how to get 10 to 20% of all leads into your med spa without spending hours on manual follow-up. Understand that it all starts with a lead, but never forget people have to be convinced to actually show up. 3rd is making sales. You know, there's a common saying in business. You can suck at everything in your business, marketing, operations, accounting. If your sales process is dialed in, you'll never go poor. You'll never go hungry. So understand that we can bring 1,000 appointments on your calendar every day and still make you $0 if your sales process isn't any good. So sales is the foundation of everything. And then finally, delivering results. The only thing that builds a med spa is recurring and increasing cash flow. This is your lifeline, and without it, you will not survive. The only way to make sure this increases every month is by dialing in your patient acquisition system and by delivering amazing results to your clients. They have to love your clinic, the estheticians, the environment, so they keep coming back and sign up for memberships, packages, so they get results. You need to understand that this entire program is designed to help you achieve your goals, so use it every single day. Sales allow you to get feedback and improve your service. So again, tying back to the fact that sales is usually the solution every single time, because your results will get better for clients because you'll be able to afford better estheticians, better machines, better environment. Sales is the solution. Now, in order to get what you want, just a few last notes here, you have to deserve what you want. There's no magic pills and there's no secret sauce. No matter what you see on Facebook when you see these people guaranteeing things, the core lessons here are business fundamentals that will last a lifetime. And this is going to take work from your end. Some of it will challenge you and push you outside of your comfort zone. And that's good. And we don't want any excuses. Your life and business right now is precisely how you have designed it. Because you're responsible for what you have right now, and you'll be responsible for the results that you get here in this program. So embrace the resistance. You're choosing to play at a new level here, and that is going to attract new resistance. Remember that the plane takes off against the wind, and the sword can only be forged under fire. I'll give you an example of resistance. When I told you to go and write your vision and I told you it would take longer than an hour, your brain probably told you, oh, do it later, do it later. That's resistance. Embrace it, push towards it, and be aware of it. Because the main thing that I always recall to myself is when I experience that resistance is when other people give up. Therefore, it increases my chance of success. And finally, just do the work. If you just show up to these trainings, take notes, and don't do the work, I can tell you right now that nothing is going to change for you and you will not get results. Take action before moving to the next module. And finally, it's simple. Everything we show you is simple. Growing your business is simple, but it's hard. Because you need to transform into an ever-evolving med spa owner. The person that isn't afraid of escaping their comfort zone. And even if they are afraid, they do it anyway. Because if you ever want to make real change in your business, you need to evolve into the business owner who deserves that change. Because do you think the business owner who runs a clinic for 10 years, they rely on just word of mouth and they avoid the fear of trying something new, trying paid ads, trying SEO, do you think they're going to succeed? No. The point where you feel the most fear, the most resistance, is a sign you're going in the right direction. So be open to learning new things. Some of the strategies in this program will push you out of your comfort zone. They will confuse you. You must remember that every person who wants to grow in whatever field they're in will face this. Learn to embrace the discomfort and learn to love it, as this is the first step to becoming a better you. And I also want you to lean on the community and learn from others. This program will give you the opportunity to learn from other clinic owners who might be a step further than you. Be open to criticism, because that's what you call growing pains. It will hurt your ego when you get something wrong or you feel behind others. That's okay. This is a huge sign of growth. Now, I want you to know that you see all these people with ultimate self-confidence and ultimate self-belief. They know they can build $1 billion business. The way to build self-belief in a sense that you truly know you will achieve every goal you set is simply by just sticking to your word time and time again. An example of that would be saying to yourself, I'm going to go into this module, I'm going to watch it, I'm going to act. I'm going to build out my vision and my why, and actually following through with it. Because when you hear the term self-confidence, it's just somebody keeping promises to themselves with small day-to-day tasks on a long enough time horizon. And this is the secret to wildly successful people. Not fancy strategies. They literally just put in the work. And just stick to the elimination process. Leave discounted offers behind you. The Groupon upsell strategies. The mini mummy makeover special. We don't want you to hire another agency ever again, because you don't need those things. You in this program are more than enough to grow to whatever goal you set for yourself, because you're just a number to an agency. The only person that's going to care more about your growth, the most about your growth, is you. And you should be taking responsibility for that. And remember, beliefs are made through thoughts, planting the seed of exactly what you want. Thoughts turn into action, actions turn into reality and results. And the feedback of positive and negative results reinforce those beliefs and build you into the person you want to become. If that confused you, that's okay. That means you're growing. The one thing you need to remember is build a vision, think about it daily, and you'll get where you want.